Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen. I make book and school related videos and we're going to ignore these tan lines. But anyway, there's so much happening right now. I just finished my economics class and all I have left to do is to study for my final, which is in a few days. It is raining outside, so it is cloudy. I don't have the best lighting. I may look really orange in this lighting right now. Yeah, today's an exciting video. I have been planning to do this video for a really long time. This video takes a lot of planning and researching, and I finally did that, and I'm finally here to bring you the final product. As you can tell from the title, I'm doing a video all about different note-taking systems, and with school around the corner, I wanted to provide a video that'll go in detail about different note-taking styles and styles that I have used over the years. And throughout this video, I will be showing clips and videos of notes from freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and I'm going to be a senior, and that's scary. Now, before I start, I'm going to say that these note-taking styles can definitely be used in a lecture or when your teacher's giving a presentation, or if you're reading out of a textbook. I have 5 methods to show you, 4 of which I have used throughout the years, and I think they're all great. They all fit to someone, and each and every person has their own personality with school and their education, so there's something for everyone. I will leave a link down below to a public Google Drive with different outlines and templates for different note-taking methods that you can go ahead and definitely print and reuse, and yeah. I want to share this because I know that people are going to struggle with this a little bit. I want to tell you where you can write your notes or where you can type your notes. Of course, our very basic notebook. Notebooks are great. You can personalize them. You can keep them organized. You can purchase 5 subject notebooks, 3 subject notebooks, so you don't have to carry 3 separate notebooks for each of your classes. Another place you can write your notes, well, if your teacher provides you a presentation or a PowerPoint before the actual class, and I would suggest to go ahead and print it out just in case. And if you have it printed out, you can definitely go ahead and write on it and write your notes directly on the slides so that you can see what your teacher's talking about and you can see their thought process and your thought process all simultaneously. However, if you are reading out of a textbook for an assignment, but you don't necessarily have to take notes, but you want to help your comprehension and understanding of the text, then I would suggest purchasing these large post-it notes. They just have lines on them. It's like a mini notebook or like a mini notepad. I just got these from the dollar store for like a pack of 2. Lastly, you can go ahead and take digital notes if you're a digital type of student. There are many different great resources for you out there, many free resources for you to use out there. For example, if you have a laptop or a tablet, I would suggest making folders for each of your classes. Also, Google Drive and I believe Dropbox are free services that you can use. They provide a set amount of data that you can use for storage, and I have a school email, and my school email provides free Google Drive for me to use, and so whenever I have to do an assignment digitally, I like to use Google Drive because Google Drive and Dropbox, you can access your notes and assignments anywhere and everywhere as long as you have internet. Now, one downside to using digital note-taking is that you never know what'll happen. I never know when this laptop is going to shut down and break on me because this is kind of an older laptop. Someone could easily hack into your account if you're not safe. But if you practice internet safety correctly, then it really shouldn't be a problem. It's always nice to take the necessary precautions when it comes to your education. One last thing I want to say before the actual methods, I know you're going to hate me. Note-taking is very, very personal. It's all up to you. I personally don't write every single thing down that my teacher says, only because it's a lot to write down. They don't really give me all the time that I need in the world to write my notes. So with that being said, I write down anything and everything that is emphasized or repeated or information that I know that is important, like names and dates and people and formulas and places and that kind of stuff. Okay, so this next part of the video is the part that all of you are actually here for, so thank you all for watching if you're at this point. But yeah, let's just get on into the methods. Now, the first note-taking method that I am sharing with you is the outline method. This is the most basic and easiest method out there, to be honest. The outline method is great for anyone who likes to keep their notebooks and notes clean and organized. I know I love this method a lot, especially when the teacher provides an adequate amount of time to jot down notes. As you can see, these are my music appreciation notes. I definitely had more time to take these notes because this is an online class I took over the summer. I basically did my outline notes 2 different ways. In this section, you can see that I use color to emphasize my definitions and headings, and in this section, you can see that I didn't use color and that I have used headings less. Both ways worked well for me, and it's just really what I feel in the moment. I will be providing a link down below, like I said, with an outline of the outline method. The outline method is one that I use the most, especially when I'm in class. My teacher just goes at it with their lecture. But yeah, the second note-taking method is the Cornell style. I like to say, I hate this style. I know a lot of you hate this style as well, but I have used this style throughout middle school because we were an AVID program school, and I know AVID is a college prep program. I started AVID when I was like in the 6th grade, and then I really got into it in middle school, but I didn't do it throughout high school because when I moved, my schools didn't provide AVID. This note-taking style is really great for those who want to know and understand the material that you're learning. That's because you really go in depth with your knowledge of the material and go through the questions and summaries in your notes. There are 2 ways you can do this, and I'll leave a link down below showing you those 2 different ways because it'll just take a while to explain. Another thing that I'd like to add about Cornell style notes is that it does take a while to set up. So if you want to use Cornell style notes, I would suggest pre-making your template or printing out the template, which I will leave down below. So the third method is mind mapping. I love mind mapping after studying material for a test because I can basically use this as a study guide. It's very visual and pleasing and organized if you make it that way. For those of you who may be artistic or visual, you may like this method. I would say that the mind mapping method is a lot like the outline method, just visually pleasing way. Also, mind mapping is really up to you. You can put what information you'd like on it. I really use this method as basically a study guide. Using a mind map in class while listening to a lecture is a little bit harder because you want to be able to organize your mind map in a way that'll give you enough room to write down all the information, and you don't know what you're going to be writing before you make the mind map. Another method of note-taking is the charting method. Now, personally, I've never actually heard of the charting method, but from the research that I have read and seen, the charting method is really great for those that are taking notes in a history class or you're taking notes from a textbook. That is because you have headings at the top, and then below your headings you have actual notes, and each heading can be different. So say you're taking notes in a history class, you can make your headings say people, place, date, significance. Or if you're in a math class, you could have your headings say type, formula, notes, when to use. And I would like to try and use this method a couple of times just to see how it goes, but I feel like there's a lot of potential in this type of note-taking style, and I feel like I should have done this note-taking style in my government class because government is full of history. But anyway, the last style of note-taking is great for digital learners. It's great for those who can type or write really fast, but that is just a sentence method, and basically you write everything verbatim. And this method can be great because it's like having a transcript of what your teacher said in class, but you have it at home. So it could be easy to study, it could be hard from how I see it. One thing that I like to do with my notes, though, I take sloppy notes at home, and when I really feel like it and when I really have the time, I'll go ahead and rewrite the notes, but that's usually rare. But the only time my notes are really messy is probably in math class because there's just so much information that I want to get down, and I want to make sure that I get everything right. But anyway, those are the different methods of note-taking that you can definitely use anytime in any class. It's just up to you to personalize your notes and to make it the best for you. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Like I said, I will leave links in the description bar down below of different templates and different resources and my outlines that you could go ahead and use and print out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. That'll let me know that these back to school videos are actually helpful and that people do like them. I do plan on making videos throughout the school year pertaining to school, but of course I have my bookish videos that I will be making as well. This lighting just got really dark, I think. Yeah, hold on. But yeah, that's all for this video, and I hope you all enjoy it, and I'm gonna go before this lighting gets any weirder. So bye everybody.